Good evening, Nutmeg Nation. This is Mark Dakin, and we are about to start the Friday night 8 p.m. draw on the Golden Handle. I see that so far we have no one watching, so I'll talk to myself for a little bit. Stream looks like it's just warming up right now. So let's meet the teams. We've got 2 games tonight. Over on sheet B, we've got Matt Gallegos versus Nate Adams. And over on sheet C in front of me, we've got Paul Malilly from Jersey Pinelands against the Nutmeg team of Mark Longbreak. And we're just about ready to get underway here. So it looks like Gallegos, who's from Ardsley, is going to be starting us off, and I think that's his wife who is throwing lead. And sweepers are on this pretty quickly, and they're quickly off. I think they think the ice is a little slower than it is because that looks like it's pretty deep. Might be button or maybe even back. And it's looks to be pretty much button. Over here on sheet C, looks like Linda Doppler of Jersey Pinelands about to get us over and underway. And over on B, it looks like Nate Adams is looking for a freeze to that stone on the button. And over here on C, that stone looks like it will go in the house, looks to me. Nate Adams' lead was a little short. This looks like a good lead stone on C. It's not on the center line, but it's in a pretty good spot. Not a bad start. All right, for Nutmeg on sheet C, Patty Bowman, and on sheet B, Mrs. Gallegos. I need to get a roster of the names so I can say who's who. So let me get that. I need a roster. I need the team name rosters. So Patty Bowman was a little narrow, looks like, on her shot, and but it's a center line guard, not exactly what you want when you're when you have the hammer, but not awful. So we're in our very early action here. Linda Doppler about to throw her second stone for Jersey Pinelands, and I'm still looking for a roster so I can say everybody's name. And good evening to the one person from Nutmeg Nation who doesn't have anything better to do on this Friday night than to watch the Golden Handle. Thank you for watching. Over on B, it looks like, I got a roster. Thank you. Rick Moore has given me a roster, which is helpful. Now I need to figure out who the players are. So, Ardsley is on B against Cape Cod Philly, Nate Adams on B. And then over on C, we've got Paul Melly from Jersey Pinelands against Nutmeg. Let's see. They're tricking me. Nutmeg 4. Mark Longbreak. Okay, I got the rosters. I'm excited. Alrighty. So we are now on looks like we're on Seconds Rocks. And over here on C, the second for Jersey Pinelands is Sean Frizzle. And this one is just drifting to the wall. I don't think that's what they wanted at all. And over on B, that looks to be Nate Adams second, who is Brian Hamilton. And he came up a little light, so Gallegos is still sitting. Looks to be, he's got 2 in the house, but it looks like there's a yellow in the 4. So I think Gallegos is going to try and hit that. And he has Tom Daly is his second. Daly's throwing some big weight at this. I think they want to get maybe to the inside of it. Over on B, it looks like the draw from Bob Baroni is a little deep and is going to go through. Maybe not. Maybe that stayed. Over on C, the hit is a bit of a jam, but Red is still counting. Looks like Red's counting 2 on B. So Gallegos counting 2 on B. And Baroni's draw was not heavy. Baroni's draw sat in the 4. So apologies there. Wasn't really following it. Sean Frizzle's shot is way wide, and that's going to be a miss. So opportunity here for Baroni to put another one in on top of the one he just put in. And over on B, Nate Adams has asked for his second Brian Hamilton to clear this red and hopefully roll toward the center. He's definitely going to hit it. I don't know if he's going to get the roll. No roll. Baroni looking to throw one down exactly on top of the one he just threw. This one looks a bit heavy and wide, but they're sweeping it, so maybe it's coming in now. They're off it, so I thought it was heavy and wide. Maybe it's not. It's starting to settle, but well, wide yes, heavy no. It's going to sit in the top 8, but it does set up a double for Debbie Kingsland, who is the no, I see Aaron Klin up there. Aaron Klim, I'm sorry. I don't know, it's confusing because the roster does not comport with what I'm seeing on the sign here, so I'm not sure what her name is. But she's thrown a hit with the stick, and she is wide. Heavy and wide, and that I don't think is going to hit anything. So that's a flash. And over on B, Courtney Lee Beauregard. Sounds very Southern. Sounds like almost Civil War. Courtney Lee Beauregard has made a very nice hit, but a no roll. So Gallegos still sitting with a couple stones in there. And over here on C, Bob Baroni, his wife Barb Baroni, is going to try and throw one down there. And she's a little wide, but sweepers are on it, so they must think that it's light. And it's still wide, hanging out there. They're sweeping it again, so maybe the weight was good. And it's starting to break now, so it breaks in. The double is still there. If again, I apologize. I'm not sure whether this is Aaron Klim, but that's what I'm going to go with, Aaron Klim. So Aaron Klim looking to throw the double here. Not being given very much broom, so looking to throw this right on the broom, and she shoved it out again, but not as bad. It may hit something. It's coming in a little bit. It's still a little outside. She got one of them to go. She rolled to the outside because she was a little outside. But a decent shot. And maybe Long Break is going to ask her to get rid of it. And over on B, looks like a bunch of red stones disappeared from the house when I wasn't watching. So somebody threw a very good shot on B for Nate Adams' team. Had to have been his vice. And that is Courtney Lee Beauregard. So she must have thrown a very good shot. And Barbaroni's going to ignore that yellow stone, maybe tap off of her red or draw past it. I think she's going to draw past it, maybe wick. Oh, this is going to be a lovely shot. Yeah, that's nice. 2 in the top 8. They can be doubled, though. Need a good shot here. And now it's Matt Gallegos, skip of this Ardsley team. Matt is a frequent participant in Spiels and has been here at the Golden Handle several times. Matt is looking like he's going to try and just draw in, I think. And he's definitely looking at a draw here. This looks a little hot to me. It looks like he came out a little hot. Maybe I'm wrong. Sweepers are on it, off it, on it now. Maybe not as hot as I thought. Oh, it's going to overcurl. He's going to crash on the yellow at the top. Oh, he got by. Wow. They swept it pretty hard to get by, so it ran a little deep. And the yellow in the top 4 looks to me to be counting. And we got another stick curler here for Jersey Pinelands on C. This is Paul Malelli, and he's going to try and make this double. He's a little wide, but the weight is down, so this is going to break in. This may be okay. It's going to hit 1. I don't think he's making the double. He hit 1, but not enough force to get it out, and he slid 1 over into the top 4. So I don't think that's what he was looking for, because red long break is now sitting 3, it looks like, and pretty covered. And over on B, I'm sorry, Nate Adams looks like he's going to try to draw to the top 4. I think he'd be pretty happy with top 4. Sweepers are off and on. It's coming in maybe a little heavy. It's going to run maybe a little deep or not. I don't know. It's starting to settle. Oh, really nice. Top 4. Very, very nice. So Gallegos' second shot, and he's going to probably have to throw. It looks like he's going to try and make a double by hitting the yellow that Nate Adams just threw on an angle and into the other yellow that's sitting next to it. I don't know if that shot's there, though. He's looking at this. I don't know if that shot is there. So I'm now looking at the in-off on his red. I don't know. He could give up a big number if he misses this shot. Over on C, Mark Longbreak, I think, is going to try and draw into that hole. Maybe just guard the 3 that he has sitting there. Or maybe wick off this yellow. It looks like guard weight. Sweepers are on it. Sweepers are off now. It's coming in nice. I think it's got a wick possibility, or maybe just by itself into the 4. And it's gently coming to rest in the top 8, maybe the 4. That's another beauty. So Paul Malelli's in a world of hurt right now. He's got to hit some of those reds and move some out. And meanwhile, Gallegos has decided to go with the in-off. So tough shot. It's on the far 12, and he's got to get inside it and roll in. Sweepers are off it now and on it now. Weight is good. Starting to break, though, and he may miss everything. It's going to be close. He did. He missed everything. So yellow is now sitting, looks like, sorry, red is sitting, whoops, I'm on the wrong sheet. Yellow on sheet B is sitting, you know what? I can go to the overhead cam. So we're going to go to the far B very quickly. And we are looking at 2 yellow. 2 yellow with Nate Adams to throw his last rock. He's got to draw in for 3. So sweepers are on it. And they're sweeping hard. They may come up a little short. They got to go now. Nope, they're not going to get there. So Nate takes 2. And over here on sheet C, I didn't see what Paul Melly did, but he didn't do anything important because there are now 4 stones about to be 5 if Mark Longbreak makes this shot. And he looks like he's dead into that pocket. So if it breaks a little bit off this yellow, it's got to move a little bit to come off the yellow, which it is doing now. Even a wick will be fine. He misses the wick, goes right into the pocket. Nice shot, and that's a 5 ball. So Longbreak takes 5, and it's 5-0 Nutmeg on sheet C, and 2-0 Nate Adams on sheet B. From Nate is skipping a team that's combined Cape Cod and Philly. They're looking for the center guard. Sweepers are on it hard, and they are going to get the center guard. So in earlier action today, here at Nutmeg in the morning, we had 2 games in the morning. One of them was a bit of a blowout. That was my team against, that's the Zakin team against Earl Conrad. That was a 6-end affair, and then they shook. And then the second game in the morning was extraordinary, as Jack Miller's team was down 9-3 after, I got to think this up, 9-3 maybe after 4. And then they took 2, stole 2, and tied it up in the 8th end on some fantastic shots by Jack Miller and Nate and Leslie, and they went to overtime. They went to an extra end, and some more great curling, and Jack Miller's team won that game in the 9th end. So that was an amazing game. Then in the late afternoon action, the Broomstones rink, Henriques Rimkus won pretty handily, defeated AJ Hippias from Nutmeg. Henriques Rimkus, the defending champion here, and he's brought the same team back. So, and then in the other bracket was another blowout. John Corelli with the combined Nutmeg Broomstones team defeated the Long Island rink of Marianne McDonald. So Nutmeg teams are 2-1 here at their own spiel, the Golden Handle. And Mark Longbreak's team with a 5-0 lead looks to add to that Nutmeg dominance here at the Golden Handle. Meanwhile, in action out on the ice, Matt Gallegos has just put up tried to come around that corner guard that he has, but it didn't come in deep enough. So there's now 4 guards in front of the house on sheet B. And Nate Adams is looking to draw around the far outside of his, it's not actually his stones, he's drawn outside Gallegos' stones. It's usually pretty slow out there, and this looks narrow. So maybe is he possibly looking to come through that port in the center? Was that the shot? Because it may actually come through that port. It's not enough juice, I don't think, to quite get there, but it's pretty close. And it is dead center. It must have been what he was looking for. So I didn't have a good angle on it. Gallegos doesn't like it. He's going to go and hit it. He's asking Tom Daly a second to hit it. It's not a free guard. We are on the 6th rock. And over on sheet C, Bob Baroni is looking to hit this stone that's in the house, and He's thrown it out a little bit, but it's not going to come back. I thought it might. I thought it might be down weight enough, and it's coming back hard now, and it may get there. It's definitely not staying if it hits. So it does hit, and it does stay. So what do I know? It's not a bad shot. Tom Daly did get rid of that stone in the middle. Nate Adams is looking to blow up these red stones in the center, since not exactly sure why, since he doesn't have hammer. But he likes the idea of blowing up these two red stones in the center. I think it's dangerous. There's always a chance here, if you mishit it, that one of those reds spills into the house. They bounce off each other and one of them clangs in. And that's like, yeah, there's my crystal ball. One of them did clang in, and it clangs in behind three yellow guards. So that's why I didn't like that shot. That to me is always a dangerous shot. And you try to clear two opposing rocks that are guards. If you don't hit them just right, you may bang one of them into the rings, and that's exactly what happened. So Gallegos looking to take advantage of that, is looking to maybe split the house, come behind his corner guard, I think is what he's looking to do. And the sweepers are off it. It's not going to come in enough. Gallegos doesn't like it because it's not burying. So it stays open. And Nate Adams is going to have to figure out what to do now. Over here on C, Baroni has put a stone on the pin in front of the tee line, 3/4 buried behind the opposition's center guard, and Long Break's got 3 stones in the house. And Shaw Frizzle is going to have to make a shot here, because this end could get out of hand in a hurry. And Shaw has thrown this out wide. This team looks to be a little inexperienced to me, and perhaps a bit overmatched by this much more experienced Long Break Baroni combination here. So that's a miss. And Long Break is probably going to throw one now to the top 12 and put more pressure on the Malili rink. And over here on B, Nate Adams, not sure what he was trying to do there, but that stone really went pretty far outside the house. I think Gallegos is looking to run this red stone up a bit. Very tight broom, though, for what I assume is a tap. I'm not sure a tap can be made on this broom, but Katie McKinley Daly, excellent curler. I've seen her at a lot of events. She's thrown, I think it's a little up for tap weight, but it's slowing, so it may be okay. And it's past the guard. The sweepers are on it. And it's, like I said, just a smidge up for tap weight, but that stone may stay in the house. It's back, but a nice stone. There's 2 stones now in the house with hammer. So that's not bad. And that red stone is guarding the house. And over here on C, as I said, Baroni's put a stone up in the center, and they're trying to peel it. And this one is very wide also. And that is going to be going through the house. So we are looking at 3 red stones, heavily guarded. Long Break with a 5-0 lead. And I think Long Break might think about guarding this one over on the right side of the house, and that's what he's going to do. Or maybe just draw down to it. Nate Adams is trying to go through this really small port, which is a dangerous shot because he could run this red into the house, but he got by, he wicked. It's still moving, and I think it might come to rest his second shot. I'm not sure. We'll take a look at the near B overhead real quick. And it looks like the yellow is second shot, and it also looks like Gallegos is not going to let it stay there. Meanwhile, over here on C, Barb Baroni has thrown a hogged stone, trying to cover this stone in the 8, and Paul Malili is finally going to go and try and hit that, maybe try and get to the inside of it and roll in. Gallegos has asked Katie McKinley Daly to hit this stone, and she didn't roll in, but they're sitting 3 now, and I got to assume that Katie McKinley Daly is married to Tom Daly. I think that's correct. So over here on C, it looks like Malelli's team is going to get a good shot here, or at least a useful shot, as they hit this red one, spill it out the back, and they don't sit second stone. Long break's going to hit and roll in off of it. Nate Adams is going to hit one of these red stones, try and cut his losses here in the second end. I had 3 listeners. I have 0 now. So Nate Adams coming down on this hit. Ooh, very nice. Got the hit, moved the other one over a smidge. Not sure that matters much. I think Gallegos looks like he's going to throw the guard and just sit 2 happily for the moment, or maybe tap that one back. He's thinking about both of those. Long break. Looks like he's just going to draw. I think he's going to ignore that yellow stone and try to draw in maybe to the top 8 or top 4. Line is very good. This is weight only. Line is excellent. They're sweeping it now. It's coming in now. Oh, it's really starting to break. Not enough weight. They're going to have to really pound it now. Oh, it's a fine guard, but it's not making it to the house. So Melly doesn't have much. Got the hammer, but he's looking at 2. It looks to me like Gallegos has decided to tap his red stone in the 8 back to the button. Weight looks fine if that's the shot. Starting to curl quite a bit, but it's got to get past that front guard in the center. He's past it now. It's coming in pretty good. I guess it was just intended to be a guard, though. It's over curled and it didn't tap anything. But it's still pretty good. I think that Nate Adams can draw to this stone on the back through the port, and that's what he's just called. He also has a tap on the other side of his yellow. Could do that. So he's got those 2 options. I like this draw through the port. It's going to be hard, though, to keep it on line once it starts to break over the center line past those 3 yellow guards. But it's definitely a possible shot. Paul Malelli has left this short. He may crash this red in, but he's missed. And long break is still sitting 2 with another stone. And he's going to try to draw again, same line. Nate Adams, stone, has to cross the center line before they can do anything with this. And it's coming across now. They got to go. They may have waited a little too late. They got to get past this red guard. Oh, they're by now, so they're off. Oh, what a nice shot. That is a beauty. T-line. Let's take a look at this. Let's see if this can... When you look at the overhead, looks pretty hard to hit it. I think Matt Gallegos has a lot of confidence that he can hit it, but that's a hard shot. And then over here on C, long break, looking to just put another one in. he just threw this line, so he knows what the weight is, and he's definitely throwing more than he did on the last one. And it's starting to break, but this looks really good. Oh yes, very, very good. And he is now put another one on the 4. This one's a little deep, so there is a possibility to some sit on it. Maybe cut him down, but he's sitting 3 now. And Malelli's got to make a shot. Gallegos trying to get through this port to make this hit. Sweepers are on it, and I think it's going to crash on this second guard right here. Oh, it doesn't. What a shot. This guy is a fantastic curler. Great shot. Gallegos makes the hit and takes 3. Wow, super shot. Super, super shot on sheet B. And we have a good game on sheet B. We do not have a good game on sheet C, as long break now goes up 8-0 for the steal of 3. So I am here at the Nutmeg Curling Club talking to myself, which is not that unusual. Scott Fallon has just come by to say hello. Over on sheet B, Sharon Gallegos says, try to throw the center line guard. Sweepers are on it. That looks fine.
I would remember maybe about 25 minutes after that night.
Over on sheet C, Patty Bowman looking to throw. I don't know if they're going to put the center line guard or just throw it into the top 4 with an 8-0 lead. I don't think it really matters. Patty's a bit short, but I think the sweepers got it over. Yeah, it's over. On sheet B, sweepers are on it pretty hard. But it's not going to come around. It's going to be a guard. This Malelli team needs to get something going. And they look to me to be like a lot of very inexperienced curlers. So they're going to struggle against this much stronger, more experienced, long break, double Baroni, Patty Bowman team. Long break and the Baronis, the 3 of them, all have double-digit years of experience curling. Patty Bowman, the least experienced curler on that team, but they're a strong squad. Over on B, Sharon Gallegos, second stone, trying to draw in just past the guards. Very nice, sweeping it to the 4. Great shot. Great shot. The game on B is shaping up to be a really good one. And Nate Adams is going to ask Julie Tim to draw down to that one. Maybe move it a little bit. Wouldn't be terrible. She's a bit out and a bit heavy. Sweepers are off it. I think that's going to be a full miss. Sweepers want to jump on it, but it's a little wide and a smidge deep, and Matt Gallegos is sweeping it out. And so it's a miss. I think Gallegos is now going to try and cover that up with a shot in the 12, or maybe just a guard. Let's call him for the guard. Over here on C, long break, asking Bob Baroni to put a center line guard. Tom Daly looking to cover that stone in the 4, maybe draw down to it. And he's drawn down to it. So another really good shot. A little heavy. Bounces that one. Back 4. Spills out to the 8. Gives Nate Adams a shot here. So that was probably a little more than he wanted. Nate is looking to hit and roll off of that stone that was just thrown. So Brian Hamilton, don't know if he's related to Matt Hamilton of the U.S. curling team. I'm assuming not, but Brian is going to try and hit and roll. A lot of weight on this. Sweepers are on it, so maybe it's narrow. Sweepers are on it pretty hard. Looks like it's going to catch the inside and roll. Oh, and it did roll nicely, buried behind cover, and moves that red a little bit. So that was a super shot and great sweeping. And you can see the result of that in the overhead, as the yellow is now just behind the pin. And Gallegos is going to ask Tom Daly to draw down to that stone on the pin. Sweepers are on it. And they are still on it, and I think it's coming in. The question is, does it get by that guard? It's going to be close. It doesn't get by. Wicks off the guard, and so the yellow shot for now is still safe on the button. And over here on C, Baroni with an 8-0 lead. I'm sorry, Long Break with an 8-0 lead has just put centerline guard up, and Malelli, I think, is looking for a draw behind. Not enough broom. I don't know what he's looking to do here, because that is not enough broom for a draw. Shaw, Frizzle. It's a little narrow anyway, so I think they're going to crash on Baroni's rock. Over on B, Nate Adams looking for a draw to the top 4. Shaw they need to get by that Baroni guard. Nope, and it's light. So over on B, Nate Adams' team has thrown this one deep, and so now Katie, McKinley, Daly has a shot to draw into that yellow stone, which is just back button. So there's a chance for her to get in and be shot. Very nice form. Good throw. Maybe a smidge heavy. Sweepers are not anywhere near it. They think it's deep, and it looks to be deep. Nope, they're not going to touch it. It's through. It's at least to the back. It's on that, back yellow. So Katie's overthrown that one. Ice does get faster at Nutmeg here, and it's super quick. By the time you get to the third end, it is lightning fast. Shaw, Malelli, Paul Malelli is looking to draw in. Again, not enough broom for the shot he's looking to throw. And Erin Klim has hit the broom, but, I just don't see how she makes this shot on that broom. If she gets past this red guard, she's going to be through, because there's just not enough broom to draw in at the weight. And she is, like I said, past the guard and through. No way to make that shot on that broom. None at all. Nothing wrong with that, Aaron. You threw you threw it to the broom. You missed the guard, but there's no way you're drawing that in on that broom. Barbaroni with a better broom is trying to draw in. Sweepers are on it. It's curling pretty hard, and it may crash on the guard. It's a little light. They're off it. It's going to crash. Let's see if Paul Malelli has a better line on the ice here and gives more broom for this shot. Well, still not enough. He's given a little more, but not enough. This shot may be a little wider of the broom, so it may be okay, but it's still heavy. Sweepers are on it now. It's going to hit the guard. It's going to drive a red in. That is all a mistake on the broom. The broom's just in the wrong spot. And the red was driven into the back 12 in this counting shot. Over on B, it looks like Nate Adams now has 2 stones counting. We'll take a look at the overhead. 2 stones counting. Gallegos is looking to hit the inside of that yellow stone in the top 4 and roll in. I don't know if he'd be counting if he made that shot, but he'd certainly cut him down. So that's what he's looking to do. Over on C, Mark Longbreak looking to draw another one in. And the line is excellent. Sweepers are on it already. Looks like it might be a little light. And it's overcurled, but he's sitting shot. His shot is buried. He's up 8-0. I'm pretty sure he's not too worried about missing that shot. Gallegos now looking to hit the inside of this stone. Sweepers are on it. Sweepers are on it pretty hard. They're off it now. Coming in. He has hit the inside and did not roll where he wanted to, but he's very close for who is second shot here. So you can see the red. Well, there's the red on the back, so red is definitely 2, yellow's 1. It looks to me like Nate Adams is going to try and hit the inside of that red and flop in to count 2. This is hammer. Dangerous shot. If he gets the outside of this, jams that red on his yellow, he's going to give up a steal. And if he hits it flush, it's not worth anything. It's got to be on the inside of this stone. So the shot's on its way. Sweepers are on it pretty hard. You see it come into view in a minute. And it crashes, as you can see. So Nate will take 1, tie this game up. Oops, I'm sorry, they each have a stone. They each have a stone. So Gallegos is going to look to bump his red up to the button. Long break. Up 8-0, has a draw through the port.
So it's just telling you which end you're looking at. Fairly obvious.
So Gallegos looking to run this red up to the yellow. Long break. His draw is on the way. This draw looks pretty good. Sweepers are off. Coming in. It's very fast, so it might be a little hot. It's starting to settle. It is going deep. It is through. may catch on the back. We'll look at that in a second. Gallegos looking to tap this red up. This is close. It's real close. Nope. He tapped it, but not enough to tap it up all the way to the button. Nice effort. I have no idea what Nate Adams is going to do here to try and get second shot. He could hit off the inside of this red. I think that's what he's going to try to do. Hit the inside of this red and flop in. And let's just take a quick look at the far C sheet. And as you can see, Long Break did stay on the back, so he's sitting 2, up 8-0, and Paul Malelli's got to put one in here. He's got to get on the scoreboard. He's got backing. This stone has to move. Sweepers are on it. It needs to curl because it's got to get to the inside of those guards. And they may have swept it too soon. Oh, it is by one guard. It wicks in, and it's settling in. Oh, nice. All right, Paul Malelli's going to be on the board with one to the button. They're excited. And so now it's 8-1, and Nate Adams' shot is very light. So it's going to be 3-3 on sheet B and 8-1 on sheet C as we head to the fourth end. And I am going to take a break. Now have 4 curlers in Nutmeg Nation watching this game. I'll be back in a second.
I'm trying to force myself to sleep. I remember normally 5:30, but lately I'm trying to remember something. Big step. 3 weeks. Excited? Yeah. I didn't do this, right?
All right, Nutmeg Nation, I'm back. Is there anybody out there? As Pink Floyd said, I won't sing to you. There are 4 people out there. It's exciting. So let's recap where we are. Over on sheet B, which is the closely contested match, we have Gallegos with the hammer. I think there was a wreck there, and so Nate Adams is now sitting 2, but he's without hammer. And over here on sheet C, Long Break continues to just throw stones into the house. So that's going to be a 3rd stone in the house, but it's in the back. So Mullally can sit on any of those stones. There's 3 stones to choose from to sit on. And again, very, very tight with the broom. It's a little wide though. Sweepers are on it. If they stay on it, this might be okay. They got to go really hard though, because it's going to break pretty hard, and it looks to be a little light. So they got to go all the way on that hard. Doing a good job sweeping it, but I don't think they're going to get it there. And it's going to break hard now, so it's a little light, and Long Break is still sitting 3, and he'll put another one probably in the top 12. And over on B, Gallegos looking to hit these 2 Nate Adams stones that are in the front. A lot of weight coming from Tom Daly. And bang, bang, there they go. Oh, one of those yellows is going to jam on the red, but it's still going to go anyway. And Bob Baroni's shot is super heavy here. I told you it gets very fast as the game progresses here. And that one's well onto the back and may knock one of those reds out. So it does. And there's still a pile of 3 red stones all behind the tee line. So Mullally can just try again to put one in there. Again, very tight broom. Nate Adams looking to hit this red stone that's on the front. Courtney Lee Beauregard is going to hit this one, and the hit's definitely there. I don't know where this stone goes after it hits. Looks like I might just stay. Nope, it's not going to stay, but she makes the hit. So yellow, sitting 1. Oh, Mullally finally got a good shot here. May wick off this 1 red. It does. Actually hit all 3 red stones. That's amusing. It's sitting 2nd shot. So Long Break's going to try to throw the top 12 guard again. Ask Barb Baroni to throw it this time. Gallegos looks to me like he is going to ask Katie to draw behind these 3 guards that are on the right side of the sheet in the 4th, guarding the outside 8-foot line. And sweepers are on this pretty hard to get it by. And they might crash this yellow. It's going to be close. Very, very close. They're sweeping it very hard. Boy, these guys are good. And they're past the yellow. I think Nate could probably get to that. And it looks like he's going to try to draw to it instead of hit it. Take a look at this on the overhead. So it would be pretty hard to hit it. He's just trying to draw down to it, and the draw is on its way. Sweepers are not on it. It's very hot. I think it's going to be a flash. Yeah, misses it by quite a large margin. Malelli's team coming down to his own Yellowstone, and I think he may be shot with that. Let's take a look at that on the near sea camera overhead. And it looks like yellow is shot. So long break is going to try and come back to it and tap it back a little bit and sit there and be shot. And over here on B, it looks like Gallegos is going to split the house, come T-line on the other side. Sweepers are on it pretty hard. I don't think it's going to get there, but maybe. They're very good sweepers. And it looks like they're off it now. No, they were not trying to split the house. They were looking to guard the shot stone, and that was a good guard. Barbaroni has crashed the guard, so Malelli is still sitting shot.
Based on your win-loss record.
Nate Adams trying to draw in here is a little light. I think he's going to sit on this red guard or be a guard. No. Gallego's still sitting shot, and I think he's going to try and draw around behind that guard that Nate Adams just threw. Malelli, oh, very nice shot. Best shot of the day for Malelli. Has drawn to the button. Now sits two. Long break, I think, is going to try and come down to that, tap it back. Very tight broom, so I think he's planning on throwing some weight at this. I don't know if he's going to try and chip it out. Tough shot to chip out. There's a jam on the red. Gallegos draw on the way. Sweepers are off. It's on that glide path and moving pretty quickly. Sweepers are nowhere near it. It's still moving pretty quick at the hog line. That's going to have to really put the brakes on. Sweepers are on it now. And it's T-line. Nice throw. It's T-line. I don't think it's particularly covered, so Nate could sit on it. It's back T-line. He could tap it back a little bit, sit shot. Meanwhile, long break stone on the way. I think they need to sweep this, but I could be wrong. It's getting very close to that yellow guard. Barbaroni being very, very aggressive on this, and too aggressive. She's upset with herself. She should have swept it and didn't. Shaking her head now. I'm not sure exactly what she was thinking there, because that looked to me like it needed to be swept a lot earlier than she hit it. So, good news for Paul Malelli. Huge break. He's got an opportunity to maybe guard these two stones that he has. He's going to try and put up a guard. Nate Adams trying to get to this stone. It's past the guard. Very nice shot. Oh, that's a beauty. Going to get to the inside of that one, tap it back, sit dead on the button, maybe guarded, maybe not. I think Matt Gallegos thinks he can get to it. It looks like you can see probably, let's see, half of it maybe? Yeah, you can see half of it. I'm pretty sure he can knock that out. So if Matt Gallegos knocks that out, he'll take 3. Meanwhile, Paul Mullally here is looking to throw a guard, and this looks pretty good if they can get it over the hog line, and I think they will. Sweepers are on it very hard. It's going to be right on the center line. Maybe, yeah, that's pretty damn good. Yeah, that's a very good guard for that shot stone. Plus the jam behind it, so I don't know if Mark Longbreak can get to that. I'm going to try to draw down to it maybe and tap it a smidge. Hard shot. Meanwhile, Gallegos' hit is on the way. Sweepers are nowhere near it. It looks to me like it's got to move a bit. It looks like it's still floating out. Sweepers are on it now, trying to move it with the broom, and it is nope, flashing. So Gallegos, a rare miss for him, and Nate Adams is going to breathe a sigh of relief because he's going to take a steal of 1 there. That stone never moved. I think Matt threw it a little up and a little out, and it just stayed out the whole time. Meanwhile, Mark Longbreak here on sheet C with the hammer, up 8-1. Could let Mullally back in a little bit here if he gives up this steal of 2. Longbreak is shot is on the way. The line is a little out, but if it's down, it's going to be okay. It's got to come, and the weight is good. Oh, they got to sweep it now. Yep. Get on it. This could be really good. They're on it pretty hard. They're on it very hard now. What a shot. What a shot. Longbreak does tap it back a little bit to take 1. And it is a 9-1 lead for Longbreak. What a shot that was. Best shot of the game. That was fantastic. All right, over on B, Nate Adams up 4-3 with a stone on the button, and Gallegos is just going to hit it, looks like. Nice shot by Sharon Gallegos. It's a hit and stick, and now Gallegos is sitting 1 on the button. So Nate Adams is going to hit it right back. Sweepers are on it. That looks like that may overcurl. They're off, I think, because it's just a miss. She came out narrow and missed it way wide. That's a miss by 2-3 feet. So Sharon Gallegos looks like Gallegos is just going to put up the corner guard with the hammer. Keep the center open. Let Nate Adams hit that stone. And this looks like it may come in T-line, which may be what he was wanting all along. They're sweeping it hard, so I guess he wanted a T-line. And that's what he's going to get. So Matt Gallegos sitting 2 with no guards, and Nate's in a bit of a problem here. He would like to hit this stone in the top 8 or top 12 and roll over to the right. Ryan Hamilton's hit is on the way. Sweepers are off. Now the hit's definitely going to happen. This question is what happens with the shot, the delivered stone, and it looks like it will. Oh, very nice. He got the red out, rolled over in front of the other red, I don't know if he's sitting shot right now. I don't think he is, but that doesn't matter. That's a really good place to be without hammer and no guards. And over here on sheet C, up 9-1, Paul Mullally is looking to draw behind that red that's in the top 12, and now he's given too much broom, I think. And it's thrown too heavy. I think that stone is, they're sweeping it now, and it's moving a bit. Not too heavy. I was wrong about that. It's just not going to get there, it doesn't look like. No, not terrible. It's a guard, corner guard with the hammer. Not bad. You need guards when you're down 9-1. Over on B, Nate Adams is looking to hit his own stone on the outside and drive the red out. I didn't miss the shot before, so it must not have been... Oh no, the red before hit the other yellow, so there's two reds in the house, but one of them's gone now. So there's still a red in the house, sitting shot in the 4. And we'll see if Gallegos hits that other one or plays to the other side of the house. I think he's trying to decide between those. And meanwhile, Bob Baroni trying to draw in, was a little light. And Shaw Frizzle, that's a pro name, I got to tell you. Shaw Frizzle is going to try and draw behind those guards. Tom Daly is looks like he's just try and put one in the top 4 maybe on the other side. Sweepers are off. That might be a little heavy. Shaw looks like he's throwing this a little heavy also. Tom Daly's on the 4, but I don't understand that shot because that just sets up a pretty easy double, I think. Just hit them in the middle. Take a quick look at it. Just hit those in the middle, and they both should go. A lot of broom, though, so maybe he's looking to just draw down. Courtney Lee Beauregard, maybe my favorite name. I don't know, between Shaw Frizzle and Courtney Lee Beauregard as to which is my more favorite name in this spiel. Courtney is trying to put one in the middle of these two reds. Sweepers are on it. I really like the weight. This is a very good shot. Yeah, it's coming right in there. What a nice shot. Well done, Courtney. Yeah. Yellow is not shot, but it's in a good spot. Gallegos wants to hit that yellow and run it straight back, and that is that is a ballsy shot. Looking for Katie to hit this yellow, run it back without hitting any red stones. Sweepers are on it. We're going to go to the overhead on this one because this is something to see. Sweepers are on it hard. It's coming in now. Oh my goodness. And she has almost made it. Almost made the shot. Really nice effort. Needed a little more weight, I think. But red is still sitting shot. It's behind the tee line, so Nate can still sit in front of it. Looks like that's what he's trying to do. I look up again, and Long Break's got 2 stones in the house, looking to put a third one in. And Courtney Lee Beauregard looking to hit this red stone. That stone looks a little wide, but it's down, so I think it's going to be okay. She did not put a lot of weight on this. Sweepers are on it. I think it's going to be just fine. Coming in now. They need to go. Go a little bit. Go hard now. Well, it's yellow is sitting 2-3, but that needed a little more juice. Not a bad shot, though. Things can be done with that. Over on C, long break, 2 red stones in the house. Yellow trying to draw in. This one's a little heavy, and it looks like it's going to go back and out the back. Katie going to try and chip this yellow out again. Big weight on sheet B. Sweepers are not on it yet. We'll go to the quick play here. Oh, that one's out a bit. Oh, that's a very bad miss. Dangerous shot and very bad miss as she knocks 2 red stones out. Yellow now sitting 1-2. And 1-2. Nate Adams not with hammer, so he's going to try and guard. Put up a center line guard and see if he can't guard everything, Nate. You might want to just play to the button because you can't guard everything. And just put one in on the button. But I think he's going to put up the center line guard. Maybe if it's on the right side of the center line, it could guard both of those yellow stones. Just shading the right side of the center line. Maleli's team trying to draw in, a little short. So it looks like it's still 2 red. Nate Adams looking to put up the guard. I like the weight. It's got to move though. Sweeper's thinking about it. Whoa, she almost stepped into the path of the rock. Backs away. This is going to overcurl. I don't think this is the guard he wanted. Nope. That's overcurled by quite a bit. So Gallegos has a shot at that yellow on the top. He's got a shot at both of the yellows. Mark Longbreak looking to either block the draw or draw another one in there. I don't think it really matters. He's up 9-1. Still 3 hearty listeners. Guessing one of them is Tony Bocanfusco. If so, shout out to the Bocanfuscos. Happy New Year. Long break looking to draw one in. This one's floating a little bit, but I think it's going to come back. It's a question of whether it has enough weight. It's coming back now. The sweepers are on it hard. More importantly, Gallegos with the hit on B. Sweepers are on it. They don't want to crash the guard. Sweepers are off it. They're by the guard for sure. He's going to hit one of them. Not sure which one he's going to hit, but he's definitely hitting one of them. And he hits the top one. But it jams, and yellow is still sitting 2. Rick Moore taking a picture of me in the booth from the ice. That'll be a sight to see. So Nate has a guard. He's got 2 stones in the house. I like top 12 here, maybe top 8. Maybe even top 4. So we'll see where Nate puts this shot. It's got to be in the house, in front of the tee line. That's what I think it has to be. Sweepers are watching it. Line is good. Sweepers are on it now, tentatively. I think they got to go now. And they're going now. They got to go hard. That's going to come up light and over curl. And that doesn't do much. I mean, it's biting 12, but it doesn't do much. Gallegos has access to either of those two stones in the house. Malelli did not put one in. Looks like there's some stones that were jostled because Bob Baroni is moving a stone back. And long break is going to throw again. Sitting 2. Gallegos is going to hit the one on the right and roll in, I think, or maybe just draw to the button. It looks like a hit based on where the broom is. It looks like hit weight. Sweepers are just watching it. Could be out a little bit. Oh, Gallegos doesn't like it. That looks like it's floating a little. If it hits, it's going to hit the outside, but it does hit the outside. So Nate is still sitting shot with an opportunity to steal here. And he did. I'm sorry, that was the hammer. So Nate steals again. And it's 5-3, Nate Adams, after 5. Nate Adams' first shot is a biter, and I think Gallegos is going to go right after it. Nice thing about hitting a stone when it's a biter is your stone becomes a guard, and you get rid of that biter. So it's a double bonus, and especially if you can roll a little bit over and be a corner, that's even better, and that is what Sharon Gallegos is going to try and do. But she's a little out. So if she hits this, I don't know if she's going to stay. It's coming in now, maybe okay. And she noses it, so that's fine. Gets rid of the yellow and replaces it with her own guard. And Nate Adams now is going to try and put up his own guard next to it. Over on C, last I saw, long break was sitting 2. We'll see when they put up the score. So Patty Bowman is in to throw the first stone, so I'm assuming they did take at least one, probably 2. Nate Adams lead. Julie Tim did put up a very nice centerline guard, and Gallegos with the hammer is asking Sharon Gallegos to put up the corner guard.
No, that wasn't part of the plan.
So Patty Bowman has put that stone, first stone of the end, in the top 4. It's a brutal stone to deal with when you're down 11-1. Gallegos does get the corner. Nate Adams is going to try and come around to the center. Looks like Malelli wants to sit on this stone in the 4. Not much else you can do. Stone looks light to me. Sweepers aren't on it. They're on it now. Very nice shot. Dead freeze. Wow, very nice shot on sheet C. Nate Adams trying to draw in is going to come up light. Mark long break. Nice. Looks like he's going to throw guard. I don't know that it really matters. Gallegos is going to try and draw through that port behind that corner guard he just put up. Tom Daly's shot on the way. Sweepers are off. Looks like they're not worried about crashing on the guard. So it must be through the port. And it's a question of what the weight is. And they are through the port. And the weight is pretty good. T-line. Nice shot. So Nate's going to ask Brian Hamilton, I'm sorry, to follow it down. Ryan looks like he came out a little wide. Sweepers are on it now, though. Now they're off. Shot looks like it's going to get through the port. And it does. Oh, it wicked off one of those reds. So Gallegos still shot. Thinking about his shot. Over here on C, long break is going to ask Bob Baroni to hit that yellow that's in the top 8 and hopefully not jam it onto the other yellow, which will send the red out. They need to sweep it. That's going to move a ton. And they are sweeping it hard. See if they can hold it. It looks like they are going to hold it. So, but they did jam the yellow onto the other red, so yellow is sitting shot. Yellow's in a decent position, except for the score. Now, long break, they did just put up the score. Long break took 3, stole 3 in the 5th and is up 12-1. Gallegos did try to draw in a second stone into the 12 and was a little light. Jack Miller, the tournament director, has just stepped into the booth. You want a headset, Jack?
Yeah, sure.
Oops.
Turned on?
Yeah, I turned it on.
Well, good evening, curling fans, and welcome to Nutmeg. Sure, Mark has got you well abreast of the proceedings.
So let me just
looking here. Looks like we got a pretty tough game on B and not quite so close on C.
Yeah, very close game on B. A rare miss there by Gallegos' squad, and that knocks a couple of Nate Adams stones into the ring. And now Nate is sitting 2. I'm trying to decide here, Jack, between my favorite name in the spiel, and I'm between Courtney Lee Beauregard and Shaw Frizzle.
Spider-Man is not playing in this
Spider-Man
one.
is not playing, no. But I do like the Courtney Lee Beauregard. It sounds very Southern to me. I feel very Civil War. That stone looks like, what did it do? Did it pick? It's not curling. Oh, it's curling now. She's trying to throw the guard, and it needs to move a bit. It's starting to come now.
Might get a little bounce.
No, it didn't get the bounce.
No, not enough weight to get the bounce.
Mullally knocks himself out. But there is an easy run back on that yellow-red to sit a bunch. Gallegos is looking at a hit on this yellow stone. There's 2 yellow stones he can hit. Yeah, you're on. I don't know if you can hear me, but...
No, I can't, but that's all right.
You're on. I'm going to go to the near B. We'll take a look at this for a minute. So you can see Gallegos could knock both of those yellows out here. Katie McKinley-Daly looking to try and atone for the last end by making this double. And she did. Nice shot. Very, very nice shot. So red now sitting 2, looks like. And Nate's going to try and say one good double deserves another. We'll take a look at the overhead here. Nate, if he can hit the inside of that red that's sitting in the 4 and roll over, could knock out that other red, and he'd be sitting 2. So let's see. Broom is very tight for this shot. I can tell you right now, Jack, I am not making that shot on that broom.
Well, it'd have to be pretty heavy weight.
It's on its way. And looks like he's not making that shot on that broom
looks
either.
like it's curling, you're going to crash.
I did not like the broom, Jack, and I said so before he threw it. But he may have missed the broom, I don't know. But that was a very tight broom for that shot. So meanwhile, over here on C,
everybody's been ignoring that yellow-red. They're not guarding it, and they're not throwing it.
He should throw it now, I'll tell you that. I don't know what he's doing, but he should be throwing that yellow.
He's hitting the other red.
I don't know why.
That red is what, fourth shot.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
And he'll be 4th shot if he hits it on the nose.
Oh. I don't know. Maybe she's wide and he gets lucky. It's the yellow-red. Gallegos is looking to put up a guard on that center stone. Oh, she wasn't wide, and she's missed, though.
No, it looks more like a tap.
Oh, it does look more like a tap. Oh, pretty good one, too.
Over-curled a bit.
Yeah. Still a good shot.
I didn't see what happened on C, but that red rock is still sitting there touching the button.
Yeah, she overcurled. Tried to come inside out to hit that red in the top 8. I don't know why. It overcurled and missed everything. And I'm not understanding any of this. I think he's going to try and run his red up. I don't know why he's leaving that red there. For the red, maybe just thinks they can't make it.
Yeah, I would just guard the shot rock. Guard that yellow-red.
If I was playing,
because if yellow hits that yellow and takes out the red, he's sitting 5.
Yep.
Or 4.
4.
Yeah. So that's the danger. I would be guarding that.
Yeah. Nate looking to hit the red that Gallegos just ran up, and this one is curling a ton. And they're sweeping it hard, but I think he's on the red at the top, or is it by? Nope, he's on the red at the top. And banged off and put another red in. And Gallegos has the hammer now sitting 3, and I think if he hits that red into the yellow, he takes 5. So he's going to look to hit that red into the yellow, and that would be a huge game changer.
Well, it looks like on C he was trying to tap the red into the button to sit 2.
So
and,
please
was a
throw
little
this
light.
red. I just want to go out there and yell at him, to be honest, that he needs to throw this yellow-red combo.
Looks like they're looking at it.
And meanwhile, Gallegos.
It's a lot of ice, but if it's soft weight, it's fine.
So on B, Gallegos, if he hits the inside of this red and rolls, or even nose maybe, he's taking 5.
No, I don't think they're doing the yellow-red combo.
Look over on B, bang, bang, there it is, 5. So that changes things rapidly over on sheet B to an 8-5 game.
Oh, this is, well, maybe they are going to make the yellow-red combo.
They got to go. They got to go a lot. That's not making it. They did not make that. Still have another chance at it.
Yeah, it just made it a little harder.
It's a lot harder. We're down to 2 watching, Jack. 2 hardy souls.
It's just like everything, you get better, and then you start going down the other end again.
So, Jack, how's the spiel going so far? You had an exciting game this morning.
Had a very exciting game. Went to the 9th end. Had a steal 2 in the 8th, and some great shot making in the last few ends by both teams. So it was about as good as it gets. We won't talk about the first 4 ends.
No. Well, your game so far has been the game highlight of the spiel. A lot of lopsided scores so far. Not that I'm rooting for closer games tomorrow, but so far a lot of lopsided games.
Well, my game was lopsided for a while.
Well, if you throw and hit that red that was just thrown, red into yellow, into red, you take 4. Or 3 at least, if you're yellow.
I can't see what they're doing.
Got the wrong idea and the broom in the wrong spot, but it's, if he throws enough weight and things bang around enough, something good could happen. He's certainly thrown enough weight. I like this. I'd like them to sweep it. I think he's going to get the red-yellow. This could happen, Jack. Watch this. This could definitely happen. Watch. No. No, too late. They went after it too late. Shaking hands. Shaking hands down 13 to...
All right, I'm going to go out and help them with their nutmeg knockout. Good talking to you, and
all right, Jack.
good curling to all 2 of you who are listening.
Yep.
How do we turn that off?
I got it.
One chair. That's not one of those.
Well, that's their the guys like doing the bomb goes on.
I used to be able to tell people.
I was like, you
All right, so back to the action on sheet B. Over on C, we'll have a nutmeg knockout. Over on B, Nate Adams' team trying to rally back from that disastrous sixth end, but they're still alive. They're only down 3. Gallegos is, however, sitting 2, and Nate's team has just missed that shot, so still sitting 2. Over on the nutmeg knockout, Patty Bowman to throw the first stone. Gallegos looking to peel this guard. That's a miss. I think actually it was a free guard, unless I'm missing something. Was I missing something? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, maybe it was the second shot, so it was not a free guard. In the nutmeg knockout, Petty Bowman. I don't think got a point.
like, all right, I'm going to do the same thing.
I told her I wasn't there, and like, you know, that's what you're supposed to do.
Looks like a hogged stone maybe over on B. Gonna try and kill this guard again. Sweeper's not on this stone here in the nutmeg knockout. Should have been. But it will be a 2 ball, maybe a 3 ball. It's pretty close. That's pretty close.
Well, because the first one dug in, and then just dug in, and then stung out. Then there's.
It's close to a 3. It was at least a 2.
We went over the same exact spot.
Katie does peel the guard, so
So basically, whenever the first stone
Courtney Lee Beauregard
goes to the ice, dug in, and then that stone dropped whatever it was in that spot. The second stone came and picked it up.
is going to look to draw down to this pile. Courtney's had a good game. I think she's thrown very well. Aside from her fantastic name. Sweepers are on this. Needs to curl a bit. It's coming in, though. It's a very nice shot. Really nice. All right. It's open, though. Maybe a little heavy. Gallegos is going to look to hit and roll a little bit.
I mean, it came to a block ball.
Shaw Frizzle. Sweepers are running, so that's not a good sign when the ice is as fast as it is. They're down to a walk now, but it's probably deep. Trying to sweep the back of it to get it to slow down. That's not working. And it is through. Over on B, Katie did make the hit, so Courtney's going to have to draw down into that pocket.
So then,
Sweepers are on it now. Got a curl. They were on it, but it's still got a curl. And I think they misjudged that one. The weight was good, but it didn't really move, so it's pretty wide open for a hit again.
When you see somebody get ready to throw the first time, they take a little gripper off of their left foot.
Barbaroni on the nutmeg knockout. Just to the back of the button for 3. Matt Gallegos over on Sheet B looking to hit this stone. Big weight. Sweepers are on it. Nicely done. Hits and stays. Tate's going to try and corner to that one. I don't think he's going to be shot unless he taps it back a little bit. Unless it's a perfect corner freeze.
You don't necessarily have to play. Everyone just keeps taking like part of their shoe off and throwing it around. Yeah, picking it up, yeah. Yeah, like, this girl looks really familiar. Yes. No, well, yeah, I mean, a little big. I sort of expected some level of sausage fest. But that's what you said.
That was a 3. I think for Baroni, maybe Longacre. I don't know who threw it. I wasn't paying attention. Nate's attempt to draw down is very light. So Gallegos now sitting 3. And he's going to put up a guard, I think, and that's going to put a lot of pressure on Nate to stay in this game. If the guard is effective, Nate will be open drawing against 3. Mullally just threw a 2-ball in the knockout. High fives for the Mullally squad.
Oh, okay. Because then it wasn't that long. I'm sweeping without you.
So Matt Gallegos looking to put up a guard here and put a lot of pressure on Nate Adams.
Like other people put it down, like they're throwing out 2 numbers down.
I don't know.
I don't know how
Sweepers are on it. It's got to cross the center line. Not sure why they're on it so hard. It's got to curl across the center line, and it's still on the wrong side of the center line. So,
I don't feel like it makes a lot of difference.
and it's gone a little deeper than I think they would have liked. But Nate Adams cannot hit that stone and be shot. So he can hit the other stone and be shot. And I think that's what he's going to try to do. Come inside out down the center line, hit that stone. That's in the 4 on the tee line, and biting the 4 in the tee line, and take 1, and then try to steal 2 in the last end. Big shot here. He's got to make this to stay in the game.
Yeah. Well, I think that like 9%, probably 90% of your stuff, you probably.
The sweepers are not on this. It's got to move. It's got to cross the center line. It's not coming. He may have thrown this one through both of them. It's moving now. It's got to hit and stay. Sweeping on it. It's swept out. It's at least a steal of 1 for red. Could be a steal of 2. If it's a steal of 2, this is over. Even a steal of 1 would be hard to come back from. And looking at it closely. Let's take a look at it from the overhead. They've moved it away, so not sure what they called it. We'll see when they put up the score. Two people still watching. Score's gone up. It was 1. So Nate Adams is down 4. I assume we're going to see Gallegos throw a bunch of stones through the house here. Maybe he'll put one in the top, but definitely doesn't want any guards up. This was an excellent game through 5 ends, and then a couple misses in the 6th end by Nate Adams, and a good shot by Matt Gallegos to take 5. And then the miss there by Nate to give up steal of 1. And Sharon Gallegos is throwing this through. Not surprised. So Nate's going to have to put up a bunch of guards and get really lucky to take 4 against a team like this.
But there are
So first attempt at a guard is on its way. Sweepers are not on it. Looks like it's going to be guard weight. They're sweeping it now just to get over the hog line. That's a good shot if it stops. If it trickles in, it's a problem. Oh, and it trickled in. So Gallegos is going to hit this. Sharon Gallegos is going to hit this. It's very hard to steal 4 when you, or take 4 when you don't have any guards. And very important for your lead to put those lead stones in the guard zone. And when you miss, you get punished for it. Oh, Sharon Gallegos is very narrow here. Sweepers are on this hard. He's holding it pretty good. What a great sweep this is. And that stone's gone. So Nate will try the guards again. But this game is, as Dandy Don Meredith used to say on Monday Night Football, turn out the lights, the party's over. I will spare you from singing. Got to be a guard here. Got to be a guard. Sweepers are watching it. It's on the glide path. Needs to stop. And it's just gliding into the house. Almost impossible to throw a guard right now with this speed. So Nate knows that it's just about over. Another hit coming up here from Tom Daly. Nate's got to be disappointed. He had a 5-3 lead after 5, but Gallegos is a very tough squad. And if you give them an opening, make some misses, they're going to punish you. So another hit. Matt's trying to roll this out, which he does. And we'll try the guard again. Running out of stones. Only 6 stones left. Need to take 4, and there's no guards up. Two hardy souls going to watch this to the end with me. Looking for the miracle if you're rooting for Nate Adams. Got to be a guard, although at this point the free guard zone is over. So anything he puts up, wherever he puts it up, you know, Matt Gallegos is going to hit it. So looks like he will get the guard this time. And Tom Daly's definitely going to hit that. Nice guard. Wish we had that 2 stones ago. So Peel's on the way. It's going to come around the other side, but it's still going to get it. Oh, got it, but replaced it. So there's a guard there finally for Nate. Nate's looking and counting the stones. He's got 5 stones left, and 4 of them have got to count, and nothing's going to be hit out of the house. So maybe he has. No, he should have 5 stones left. So he's looking to come behind. Looks a little narrow to me. Also a little hot. I think it's going to crash on that red. No, it's by the red. Also maybe through. It could be time to shake if this goes through. And it is through. And it is time to shake. Nope. Nate is going to play this down to the last stone. He's got 4 stones. He's going to grind it out to the last one. Gallegos is going to try and peel his own guard now. Peel shame, as they say. Katie McKinley Daly to throw the peel. It's curling to the other side. Just replaces it with another guard, so another opportunity for Nate. Try and draw one of the 4 in. And Courtney Lee Beauregard will need to put this one in. Her draw weight's been spectacular all night, so I expect this to be in. It's on the glide path. Needs to slow down. Looks like it's going to. It's going to stick around, but if it gets hit, that'll be game. So she did manage to keep it in. It's to the back. And looks like Matt will maybe try and peel the guard. And save the hit on that one for the later shot. So peel a guard. Nice peel. No guards. Got to put every stone in, so he's going to try and put it in the top 12. He's got to put the next 3 stones in and needs 3 consecutive misses. Two consecutive misses. Got to go. This can't be short. It's got to be in. Oh, it looks short. All right, I'm not sure you get 4 with 2 stones left and one of them in the center line guard. So that, are we shaking now? Nope. We're going to still look for the miracle.
You see in the 6th end, I was down when they scored. I didn't fall. I went to throw my stone. Like left leg cramped up on me. Right in the calf.
So Matt Gallegos ends this game with a hit on this stone.
And they're like trying to stretch it out, you know. Yeah.
So like once you have a bad person, like
oh, you're chasing, yeah. You have to play overly aggressive.
Stone on its way. Sweeper's on it already.
sometimes like I'm playing.
Or is it a bar card? What?
And that's all, folks. Hands are being shaken. A 9-5 victory by Matt Gallegos. And we will stay here live for the thrilling Nutmeg Knockout. Nutmeg Knockout coming up after a word from our sponsors. So they're taking the stones down.
Not all.
Let's wait 4 weeks in a row, I think, until we have up 6. Go back. The ice hockey.
Yeah.
Everybody was playing a lot of fun. Oh, sure, make me the responsible one. We have freezers. Like kind of freezers you use, like, you know, yeah, you know, for at home. So we have.
One night a week. We were pretty drunk, so we were just like, yeah. And then Alex and Ben were like, okay, let's try again. Yeah, that was crap. Oh man, you actually made a shot. Yeah, right. I'm not, I don't think it would teach someone else. I don't think I'd be able to like leave the game. Because I'd be like, I don't know what do you do next?
So it's, yeah, the summer we can play.
All right, we're ready for the Nutmeg Knockout. First to throw will be Sharon Gallegos. We will look at the near B after the stone is on its way. Stone's on its way, and we're looking at the near B now. Looks a little hot. Sweepers are nowhere near it. And that's on the glide path, and looks to me like that is gliding through. So Gallegos starts with a 0. And now up for Cape Cod Philly, Nate Adams' team is Julie Tim. We will switch to Julie delivering the stone. And then we will switch to the near B. Whoops. Stone sweepers are on it. Need to go hard. This looks like it's going to be a little short. Maybe the sweepers can get it there for a biter on the 12. They're working on it really hard. And it's not going to bite, so that's a couple of donuts. So we will look at the far, whoops, wrong. And we will look at Tom Daly looking to deliver his stone. And then sweepers are on it a little. Half-hearted sweeping by Sharon Gallegos. Now Katie's in there. They're both going hard. They got to go real hard. They're off it. Coming into view now. Looks like it's got a shot to be a 2. Needs to slow. I think it's a little deep, and it's a 2 ball. All right, so 2 ball. Gallegos now with 2. And we will see Brian Hamilton for Cape Cod Philly. Brian Hamilton coming out. Sweepers are running with it. Oh, now sweeping it. They're tentative on it. Coming into view now at the hog line. I think they need to go a little. Nate trying to decide. On and off. Looks like it will get a biter for 2. So another 2 ball. So they're each with 2. 2-2 in the nutmeg knockout. Now it's up to Katie McKinley Daly. Looks like they're all throwing down this same line. A little tighter broom. Katie's throw underway. Sweepers are on it now. Tom Daly's on it. Sharon Gallegos on it. Both on it. Now off it. It's gliding in. Now they're on it again. Got to go hard. It's at least a 1 ball. Certainly a 2 ball, looks like. Another 2 ball. That's 4 for Gallegos. Not bad. 4, and now Courtney Lee Beauregard, who's had draw weight all night long. But she's coming down a different side, and this looks light. Sweepers are on it. Sweepers got to be on it. This is a different path than everybody else is throwing down. It's breaking hard. They got to go hard. They got to go hard, hard, hard. Because it's crossing over and it's a miss. So that's a 0. Whoops, I didn't switch the switcher. I'm sorry, but that was short. My apologies. It's been a long day. So that rock was short, and now it's Matt Gallegos. Matt's leading 4-2 here in the nutmeg knockout. And he's going to go down the path everybody else went down. Stone is on the way. Sweepers are off. I'll make sure to switch it this time. Sweeper's still off. It's in the glide path. Not slowing down, but I think it will slow down in the house. Sweepers are nowhere near it. Asking for it to slow down. It's right on the button for a 5 ball. So that's 9. Sweepers never touched it. 9 for Gallegos. And now the last stone of the game by Nate Adams. His team's got 2. Gallegos with 9. And Nate coming down the same path Courtney came down. And switch to the near B. Sweepers are on it. Going all the way. It looks like it's going to dig in just like Courtney's did. And it's digging in now. That's going to wind up as a 2 ball. Yep, 2 ball. So that's 4. That's the end of the exciting nutmeg knockout. 9 for Gallegos, 4 for Nate Adams. And we will be signing off. Come back tomorrow at 8 a.m. to watch more from the Golden Handle. Good night and good curling, Mark.